The unified routing capability in Dynamics 365 Customer Service transforms routing and assignment for your organization by leveraging rules and machine learning models to automatically find the best suited agent for new work items, and then prioritizing and assigning the work to your agents based on skills, availability, schedule, priority, urgency, customer journey, and more. Here we will look at how unified routing works in the context of an email conversation. We again consider the sample scenario of Contoso Health, a company providing healthcare and insurance services globally. As highlighted previously, the three customers Renee, Claudia, and Gabriel have differing language preferences and entitlements. Renee and Claudia are English speakers, whereas Gabriel prefers Spanish. Renee and Claudia have Tier 1 and Premium entitlements respectively, while Gabriel is on the general band. Claudia has already had multiple interactions with customer support within last 2 days. Renee and Gabriel on the other hand haven't had any prior interactions. We will look at how these factors impact their interaction with Contoso Health. The admin at Contoso Health can set up and manage their workforce from centralized user management hub. Admins can assign appropriate skills and proficiencies to agents. Additional enhanced capacity management features such as capacity profiles and assignment blocking can enable effective optimization, and admins can also swiftly respond to elasticity in demand by moving agents across queues and skills. We, as Contoso Health admin, are in the user management hub. 3 agents have been added with their respective skills and capacity profiles, and all the 3 agents are part of multiple queues. For our sample scenario, we have 3 agents, Sarah, Maria, and Finn, each with varying skills and proficiency levels, as shown. These were configured in the user management hub we just saw. The system will attempt to assign any incoming conversation to the agent who best matches the skill requirement based on the configurations defined by the admin. Contoso Health wants their agents to handle customer queries across channels since their customers can reach out through phone call, chat, or emails. Hence, they have implemented unified routing in their contact center, which supports multi-modality setup. Unified routing helps them ensure that no agent gets assigned a chat or email when he is engaged in a voice call, but can work on chat and email together. This is ensured through capacity profiles, assignment blocking configurations we saw in User Management Hub. We, as the Contoso Health admin, are currently on the Customer Service Admin Center homepage. In the Channels section, we can see that a record channel for Contoso Health has been created for record type case. There are intake rules configured for this channel which directs any incoming emails to the Contoso Health case workstream. Note here that you can create intake rules independently and map them to basic routing rule sets also. You can choose to keep some routing volume to your existing model and gradually migrate to advanced routing. For a deeper dive, let's go to the workstream this channel has been associated with. You can think of workstream as a container that brings all your configurations related to the channel, its routing logic, work distribution settings and advanced settings such as notifications, sessions, etc. under one single umbrella. We are currently in the Contoso Health case workstream and can see up top that intake rule directs all incoming emails to this workstream. The routing section has 2 subsections, classification and route to queue. Under the classification section, we can define rules to enrich a conversation based on derived information which can be used as metadata for routing the conversation to a suitable queue and agent. For example, in this case, there are 4 classification rules defined. The first rule identifies whether the issue type is prescription or insurance and associates respective skills. The second rule identifies the preferred language of the customer and associates the respective language skill. The third rule uses machine learning model to predict the sentiment from the mail contents and classify it as a positive or negative sentiment. The last rule determines whether this email comes from a premium, tier 1 or regular customer. The next step in our setup is to define suitable rules for routing incoming emails to specific queues based on the relevant criteria. In this case, Contoso Health's admin wants all email conversations from premium and tier 1 customers with a negative sentiment to be routed to an urgent queue, and conversations from premium and tier 1 customers with a positive sentiment to be routed to a regular queue. All the other conversations should be routed to a general queue. We have also set up a fallback queue to have work items for which there are no matching queues available. Once we have set up the conversation to land in the right queue, the final step is to assign it to the right agent within that queue. In this example, we're going with a skill-based routing approach, and hence the respective agents added in each queue have skills and skill proficiency defined, in addition to other relevant capacity profiles. For an email routed to the Tier 1 urgent queue, the system will look for agents who are best matched with respect to skills and their availability. Based on the assignment method configured here, the system will automatically send the mail to the matching agent having the highest available capacity at that moment. Let's look at this with an example. Gabriel is planning to purchase advanced healthcare plan from Contoso Health Services and wants to get details about this plan. To get details, he writes to Contoso support email. His case is registered with support and now being handled by support agent. Contoso Health has recently implemented unified routing. Let's see how it helps in finding the best agent to solve Gabriel's request. Let's take a closer look. As you can see, unified routing has the following stages: intake rule, classification, route to queue, and assignment. Any incoming email to Contoso Health is converted to cases, and in intake rule, conversation is identified as email and routed to the Contoso Health email workstream. In the classification stage, logical rules and machine learning models can be used to enrich the work item with further information that will be used downstream in identifying the best queue and agent. We can here write rules to attach language skills, set case priority, and predict customer sentiments. In the route to queue stage, we write rules to identify the queue. Based on the information from classification stage, we write rules to direct negative sentiment premium customer to urgent queue, positive sentiment premium customers to regular queue, etc. In the prioritization stage, rules can be used to prioritize the cohort of customers ahead of others within the queue. During the assignment stage, the service requests are prioritized and then assigned to the agent based on the nature of the work, related entities, agent skills, and the current state of the agent workforce in terms of availability and workload. Contoso looks for agents having the nearest proficiency matching all the required skills and having the right presence and capacity. In the assignment stage, you could start with a stricter rule, i.e. match for all skills, and if no advocate is found, the rules are relaxed to match any advocate. To handle surges such as during holiday season, managers could add additional agents to a queue. They could then implement overflow options to transfer waiting customers beyond a point to another queue. Let's take a closer look at what happens in the system when Gabriel sends the email to Contoso Health Support. The incoming email to Contoso Health is converted here to case through automatic record creation and processed by the workstream. Looking at the diagnostics record, for the email sent by Gabriel, we can see all the stages have completed and work is assigned to an agent. In the intake rule, the case is directed to Contoso Health Case Workstream. In the classification stage, the required skills have been identified as Spanish language and insurance skill. Sentiment has been detected as slightly negative, but since Gabriel has also been identified as a general customer. In the route to queue stage, as we have already identified Gabriel as a general customer, his conversation is routed to the general queue, which is separate from all premium customers. Sarah Perez has all the required skills to address this query, and also the real-time attributes to accept the conversation from Gabriel. The conversation is hence routed to Sarah. She accepts the conversation and successfully helps address his query.